My name is Seth Ely.
My name is Elise.
Probably the biggest spiritual defining moment just in my life was a time when I was praying with a small group of people from C3 on a Sunday night, and Dustin Aguilar was praying for me, and for the first time, he didn't know me, but asked me questions about my sin, and it was the first time that I really felt like, oh, what it takes to follow Jesus is to confess and repent and not just try to be a good person. And I remember that moment was really profound to me, and just really broke me of a lot of pride, and kind of that bitterness that I was talking about just kind of broke off.
Yeah, I think my encouragement for people who are starting or beginning the journey of generosity, I think my mind goes to our culture needs a witness of redemptive finances in churches. Because I think there's so much baggage and so much weirdness and so much it's in my own heart too. It's I didn't want to give because I'm don't manipulate me, you know what I mean? It just feels manipulative, and there's all those weird, you've got weird televangelists and that, just, this cultural thing where it's and I was, in a way raised to be suspicious of spiritual leaders that are asking for your money. And it just weirds everybody out. And I think especially Denton, that has such a culture of authenticity, and that's such a high value in this town. I feel like this town needs a witness of genuine, non-weird, I'm giving my money to this organization because I believe in what they're doing and I care about them, and I'm not getting sucked into a cult, and I'm not paying Jesus back for how sinful I am by, you know what I mean? Just all of that weird stuff. And and going back to the reason I was here is for the people that I knew and I'm still close with in this church. I met them doing a ministry that was back in the day called Seeds of Change. That was a homeless ministry. And I know it's in the heart of the founders of this church is they're thinking about the Beatitudes, and they're thinking about the very difficult commands of Jesus, that what we do to the least of these, we do unto him. And a lot of the really challenging things Jesus says about money, you can't love God and money. You can't do both of those things. And I know that that's in the heart of the leaders of this church, and so I trust them with my money, and I trust them to use it well. And I think it's redemptive. I think we're in a great position at C3 that we have really non-manipulative, non-weird leaders that we can trust, and so why not? Of anyone, I would give them my money. And so that would be my encouragement is you don't always get this. You don't always know that everyone's heart is in a really good place. And
yeah, I think being generous is just important because, first Jesus just tells us to be generous. But also, I've learned you can be generous with whatever you can. And I think the heart issue is the most important thing that the Lord wants for us is that we would have a loose grip over our finances, and that we would be able to give. And then the plus side of that is everything that we can do with that, and the ways that He can use that to His glory, all of that giving. And that's really, that's something that it took me a long time to learn. But I think I started off just kind of giving a little bit, but being faithful to do that. And through that, the Lord kind of shaped my heart to really enjoy that giving. And then when I would have opportunities to give more, I was excited to give, rather than when I was first starting to give, it was I guess I got to give this $20 a month, But then I was man, I'm really excited to do this. And I could tell the Lord was using that discipline that I was doing with my giving to really shape my heart and to change my attitude towards my own finances. My name is Seth.
My name is Elise.
And we're growing roots.